back the social infrastructure that had decayed completely. Now, with that kind of foundation, you can begin to look at improving the incomes of people and providing jobs for them. That is an objective condition. And we don't say poverty is going to be permanent in this country. But we're saying that in the short term, you cannot wave a magic wand and change everybody's circumstances. Now, what they have done is to let all the dog chain sellers on the streets, the shoe shine boys, and everybody think that within the next 1 year, they're going to create 750,000 jobs, and all those boys are going to get jobs. And that's what I'm saying, that making promises is easy. But you need to be a realist to make the kinds of assurances to the people that you can achieve. Certainly, they are not in the driving seat. They don't know what the actual state of the economy is. And so to just sit down and say that, and I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. Let's take it hypothetically. Wait, let's take it hypothetically. Just a minute. No,
they're not accurate.
Let's take it.
For us, I know what they're going to do. Budget statements. I know official publications
what they're going to do.
Setting out the economic facts of the
David,
situation.
Let's take a short commercial break. Let's take a short commercial break, and then we'll come back to it. Welcome back. Mr. Mahama, what would you do differently to get the economy back on track?
Well, before I begin to talk about that, I was just going to chip in, what I think Nana and Co will do if...
No, I'd like you to tell me what you would do.
If they want. That's an important matter.
If they want. I know shortly after that happens, they'll come out and say, gentlemen, unfortunately, we didn't know the true state of the economy is worse than we think.
That's what you're telling us, John.
No.
You say we don't know.
No, that's what they're going to say.
We don't know the true
and so
facts.
all the promises we made you, unfortunately, we can't deliver immediately. Just keep your belts tightened. In the medium to long term, we shall deliver on those promises. That's what they're going to do.
But tell me what you would
do. A lot of programs are in place already and are beginning to yield results. We put in the Gateway program. We have the Free Zones program. It's attracting investment into the free zones. Recently, we cut the sod to set up a new cocoa processing plant that will process 60,000 tons of cocoa and increase the amount of cocoa that we're processing from about 20% to close to 35%. These are all programs that are in place. We intend to tackle agriculture in a new way that is speeding up irrigation projects all over the country. Right now, we have irrigation dams that we're setting up in most of the agricultural areas of this country. We have a program to set up 30 more irrigation dams. That is to continue to move the percentage of our agriculture that is under controlled conditions like irrigation to a larger percentage rather than the present rain-fed conditions. There are programs in all sectors of the economy that are beginning to yield fruits. We think that one of the problems has been unemployment because there's a steady drift of people from the rural areas into the urban centers, and people are looking more for jobs in the formal economy than previously when they were employed in the informal economy. We intend to increase the rate of economic growth. We've averaged 5% over the last several years, and the intention is to accelerate that growth to 8%, with the intention that as the economy expands, it will create jobs. Often the temptation, and what several of the opposition parties try to do, is to give out a program that seeks to say that they would create jobs artificially. I think that it's more natural to grow the economy, and as the economy grows, it would create jobs and get people working. We have a lot of programs. It's something that we're carrying out and are going to accelerate in the next 4-year mandate.
You know, it's interesting. As I listened to him, I mean, there was a bit of what he said. I thought, you don't disagree with that, do you? What are the things that you think are weaknesses in that approach?
First of all, I mean, it's refreshing to hear that the communicators of the regime now telling us that they're aware that the path that they have been on before wasn't satisfactory, and that it is now necessary to move.
That.
Well, that's exactly what...
I said we've had those programs in place
That's what I understand. 20 years, which is virtually the period that the NDC has been in power, is virtually 20 years. That period was in other countries' lives enough to transform them from the economies that we have now. If You talk of Malaysia or Taiwan.
These are examples of the countries.
I'm talking about countries that began very much at our level of development, who within a 20-year period moved, in the case of Korea, from 400 per capita income, which was Ghana, 60% people in agriculture, like they were there, to economies where per capita incomes is now measured in